Hi everyone, welcome to our channel BPO Coder. Today we are going to see how to create a radar filled chart in VBA Excel. To create this type of chart, we require categorical data and as shown on the screen. So we have this data, we have the category and the values for the categories by year. Now, what we are going to see is we are going to see the final output of our chart first, and then we will take a deep dive into our VBA code and we'll understand how we can create a radar filled chart in VBA Excel. First, let's see the output. So as you can see on the screen that this will be our output of our chart in VBA Excel. Now, let's see what code has to be written to create this type of amazing chart in VBA Excel. Now, let's get to our VBA editor. So as you can see on the screen, we have our VBA editor open, and inside this we have created a sub procedure to create a radar filled chart. Now we will dive into this code and we'll see how we can create this type of chart step by step in VBA Excel. Now first what we are going to do inside our sub procedure is that we are going to create or we are going to select a single cell inside our data, or you can say inside our data set, or as shown on the screen over here. So I have selected a single cell which is C4, a cell C4 over here in using this line of code. Now after selecting it, I'm going to use two different with statements, or you can say nested with statement, to create this type of chart. Now let's see how you can create this chart using the with statement. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create a with statement over here. First we will write with, and then we will say active sheet dot shapes dot add chart 2. This will be our line of code first, and then we will open the brackets over here. Once we have opened the brackets, we are going to give some parameters inside the brackets to create this radar filled chart. Now our first parameter will be the chart value. So remember, each and every chart has its own value. For this particular chart which we are going to create in VBA Excel has the value of 240. Now after giving it, we will separate each and every parameter by a comma. So it will be 240 comma, and we will mention what type of chart we are going to create. So in our case, in this video we are going to create Excel radar filled chart. So for that we have mentioned Excel radar filled over here. This will be our chart type. Then we will separate this parameter by a comma again, and we will mention its position, height and width of our chart by giving the numbers for left, width, top and height. After doing it, we will close the parenthesis over here, and then we will select our chart. So once you have written this line of code, it will create your chart. Now after creating chart, we will use dot select over here and we'll select this chart. Once you have selected the selected chart, or you can say our chart becomes active chart. So after creating this chart, we have to do some actions inside our chart, and we will see what are those actions which has to be taken after creating the chart. Now first we are going to use another with statement inside the with statement. So this is the concept of nested with statement. Now, as you can see, we have created our chart over here, and now we are trying to set some elements and chart title, as well as we are going to show the data labels inside our chart. To do this, we are going to create this block of with statement over here. So the code goes as so. This will be our with statement. We are going to say with active chart, and after mentioning the active chart, once we have selected this chart, our chart becomes active chart. Now we are going to set the element of our active chart. So with active chart dot set element. Now what we are going to do first, we are going to remove the grid lines inside our chart when created. So to do that, we are going to use dot set element, and in the open parenthesis we will say MSO element primary value grid lines none. This will remove the grid lines inside our chart. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to set another element over here to set our legends on top. As you can see, our legends 1995 and 1997 are on top of our chart. So to do this, we are going to say dot set element and MSO element legend top over here. So this line of code will help us to create our legends on top over here. Now once we did this, now we are going to set our chart title. So first we will let VBA to know that yes, our chart has a title. For that, we will use dot has title equals to true. This line of code will ensure to inform our VBA chart to understand to say that yes, we had a chart title as well in this chart. After mentioning this line, we are going to set our chart title. So to do that, we are going to say dot chart title dot text equals to, and then our name of our chart. If you want to keep a different name for your radar chart, you can mention it in the double inverted comma after this line of code, which is dot chart title dot text equals to, and then your name of your chart. After this, I want to show the data labels on my chart. As you can see, these are my data labels over here, and I want to show these labels on my chart. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say dot series collection 1 dot apply data labels. So if you do this, it will automatically apply the data labels on your chart. Now we will close the with statement using end with, and then we will close another with statement, which is our main with statement over here, which is end with, and then we are going to select a single cell, or you can say a single blank cell inside our sheet to deselect our chart. So congratulations, you have learned how to create a radar field chart in VBA Excel through simple steps in VBA coding. If you like this video, please do share, subscribe, and like this video. If you have any doubts or suggestions, then please do comment in the comment box. Till then, have a great day from BPA Coder.